Ladies and gentlemen, this is an example from assignment D. Let me go ahead and get my pen started. So when we're looking at assignment D, we're looking at questions dealing with wavelengths and waves. And so here is the equation that you should know from chemistry. C, which is the speed of light, is equal to lambda, which is wavelength, and V, or nu, which is the frequency. Now in physics, since we use nu as velocity anyway, we changed it up to say the velocity is equal to lambda, which is wavelength, times f, which is frequency. Now, depending upon which field you're in, chemistry or physics, which equation you're going to be using. Now, C is usually associated with the speed of light, but in this case, in physics, it's going to be sound. Excuse me. Speed of sound is going to be variable depending upon the frequency and the material that the sound is going through. Well, light in a vacuum is 2.99 times 10 to the 8th. I'm going to be using that in the next unit. So we're going to look at sound. So here's an example. Earthquakes generate shock waves that travel through the Earth's interior, blah, blah, blah. And after all this, here's the information that we need. A P wave, low frequencies, here's our frequency. Here's the wavelength. We want to know its speed. So again, frequency F is equal to 0.05, 1 over seconds, and the wavelength is 160 kilometers. So lambda is equal to 160 km. Now you notice that instead of hertz, I use 1 over s. Those are interchangeable. Those two units are the same, basically. Want to make sure I got that right. 160, okay. Now, with this, I got to multiply by 1,000 because I need to have the unit of distance in meters. So it's 160, and add 3 more zeros. And that is the wavelength of this P wave, is 160,000. So the velocity is equal to wavelength, 160,000 meters, times 0.05. And then we're going to get the speed in meters per second. And if you get your calculator out, times 0.05, you should get 8,000 meters per second, and that's the speed of the sound in the earth. It's going very fast. All right, ladies and gentlemen, short. This is 3 minutes long. Have a good day.